PS1 games come in many different shapes and sizes, at least in Japan. We have the single jewel case, which is the one from Compact Disc Company, basically, which just features the regular jewel setup. We, of course, have the two-banger that some of the most prolific titles in the industry, Final Fantasy VII, Legend of Dragoon, FF8, etc., came in. That's the double-door one. We have the thick version with the PlayStation at the top. This one is the one that uses the matte gray case. And of course, we have the kind of hazard reflector style thicker case that is almost like a jewel case, but it's a little bit different. Now you might be asking, how many discs can they actually go up to in PS1? Now, you all might be thinking for North America, this, which is Riven, the sequel to Myst, came with 5 discs. There is another one, and this game has the most discs in Japan out of any PS1 game. It's right here. This is Tokimeki Memorial 2. And this one has 5 discs. Yes, this officially for the NTSC-J crowd, which is the Japanese releases. Again, a lot of people, we say NTSC-J a lot. NTSC would be USA, NTSC-J would be Japan, PAL would be Europe, etc. We are not talking about any other region except Japan. If you wanted the most discs a PS1 could handle, this is the only game. Tokimeki Memorial 2. Let's dive in. In terms of a single release game, this is it. This is a 5-banger. We're not talking about multiple entries in games. For example, Arc the Lad 2, Arc the Lad 3. No, not Tekken 1, Tekken 2, Tekken 3. This is a single game that requires 5 discs. So they give you the sleeve. There's many different games that give you this sleeve because they come with figures or music CDs or soundtracks or whatever. And there's nothing special about the sleeve. The only special thing about the sleeve is that it houses the 5 games, because there is no way that a single dual double down big boy here can put 5 discs inside. We've seen these doubles that have such a big manual that only 1 disc fits in here. Or Gran Turismo 2, for example, only 2 discs fit in here, but they still have the big thing. So that's just a means to an end. Now, something else amazing about this is this. Look at this. This is a spine card, as we've told you many a time, but this is a spine card for the entire outer sleeve. We're not going to bend it too much more because we already started to flatten it, but this is crazy rare. This is a crazy rare spine card to be big enough to fit around the entire collector's box. So we're just going to nicely put that aside. Now you'll see at the back of this one, it says right here, this case has discs 2 through 5. And again, we're not going to do Let's Plays and stuff like that till we get bigger. So we're just going to show you the game cases. So it's exactly as it sounds. It would be Tokimeki Memorial, or you would just say it Tokimeki Memorial. And this is a sim game. This is a heavy sim game. So sim games, basically simulation, means that mostly they just run. You just point and click. You have limited character movement. You don't have like action buttons and jump buttons and attack buttons more often than not. A lot of the time, like the Love Hina series, they'll call these games adventure games. They are not. They are sim games. Trust me. They're not adventure games. So let's take a look at the manual here. Always make sure your art is good. You can, if it's wrapped up in a box, you'll never see it. But if it's wrapped up like this, a good indicator would be the corners to see if they're flat, and where the staples are right here to see if it's wrinkled. This one is easy 8 out of 10. It's perfectly fine. Also, you can kind of hang it down and fan it really quick to see if anything drops out, and nothing does. Now let's go through every single page. No, we won't. We're not going to go through every single page, but we'll just open a few. You'll see there's some generic text entries. Let's see if we have some introductory thumbnails of the actual gameplay. So there's the character art. There's some of the gameplay. It's mostly questions and answers. This is mostly appealing to the Japanese crowd because North American crowds don't really like sim games all that much. Yes, The Sims was popular, but in general, these kind of hand-holding rail anime games is mostly to just continue the anime lore. So if you really like an anime, and you want to continue it, you would play these sim games, and it's just like additional episodes. So you'll see there's a little bit of cherry blossoms floating around in the back. Yes, this is all jumbled. It says disc 4 because someone actually played this, it's looking like. Now let's look at the rest. So this is a double case. This one had Final Fantasy VII in it, basically, and I guess if you want to parallel this, if you're scrubbing through the video, the biggest game that would have the most discs in North America would be Riven, which is the sequel to Myst. That also had 5 discs. So at the back, I already showed you that stamp, and you have all the information here. You got the barcode, NTSC-J. Again, if you're scrubbing through, this is not a North American game. This is not PAL. This is just NTSC-J. Now, this does work with the Pocket Station as well, and we'll do a video on that in the future, maybe, what the Pocket Station is. And this is actually one of the rarest stamps that you don't see very often. Pocket Station works with a lot of stuff. A lot of Chocobo games, Secret of Mana, FF8 used the Pocket Station. This works with the frickin' mouse, which you do not see a lot. This also takes 3 blocks of storage on your memory card, which is pretty funny. And yes, for Japan only. So let's see what the rest has in store here. So you have the matte gray backgrounds, and the outside art of these will never have art on the inside if this is gray. If this is clear, like the greatest hits, the ultimate hits, the PS1 books, then you will see art, alternative art underneath the discs like this. But on a gray one, you won't. Look how monumental this is. Look at this. Disc 5. Isn't that crazy? You do not see that every day. Disc 5. And again, this isn't the second entry. Actually, it is. This is the Tokimeki 2. But anyways, this isn't Tokimeki 2-2 like Final Fantasy X-2, Final Fantasy 13-2, etc. No, this is a singular game that requires you to burn through 5 discs. This is the longest standalone game in the entire country. Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice that. The discs are identified by the amount of stars they have on them, too. That's really nice. So, this is Tokimeki Memorial 2. This is a heavy sim game. It was released in '99. It even has multiple MPNs, manufacturer part numbers, because of the amount of discs they have and the auxiliary/accessory single that they needed to supply you with. Well, actually, let's check out these barcodes. Are they the same? They are the same. So the barcodes are identical because they have to be. And this one will say we have disc 1, and they say this case houses 2 through 5, as we said. So that is Tokimeki Memorial 2, the longest game based off of the amount of discs in PlayStation.